Hi guys, and welcome back to Rigs Remote. YouTube Live loves messing us about 10 minutes before we're about to go live. So we've had to switch links, hoping you've seen that in the other video, we posted the link through to this video. Do me a favor, if you were gonna be doing this with someone else or you knew someone else was doing this class, the link to this one, you can share it, just fire them out a message to say the class is now gonna be live through this link, okay? So we're now doing our first ever lunchtime session. So today's lunchtime functional fitness class. We put a little post out asking what you want from the functional fitness sessions, and most of you came back and said that you're interested in circuit style training, you want to do some fitness training, and you want to do some mobility and stretching. So that's exactly what we're going to do for you. We've got about a 40-minute class set out for you. Warm-up is going to take about 6 or 7 minutes, and we then got two really tough circuits. One of them is going to be a minute rolling clock, and the next one is going to be an AMRAP. We're then going to finish with some mobility, core and stretching like we normally do, okay? As always, make sure you have got a safe space, so 2 meters forward, backwards, left and right. We posted a separate video on our YouTube channel explaining the safety of training in your own home. So if you haven't watched that already, then make sure you do just give our channel a subscribe and watch that video about how you can safely train in your own home, okay? If you're new to this, then say hi. If this is your first class, first Rigs Remote class, then use the comments on the right and say hello, and we'll make sure we give you a shout out if we can, okay? I think, is that Alex Akuyo joined us live from Kazakhstan? Alex, you're our first Rigs Remote trainer from Kazakhstan. Welcome, good to have you with us, okay? Now, warm up, guys. We're gonna do 1 minute worth of bodyweight exercise, a quick 10-second rest, then 1 minute worth of mobilization, and we're gonna do 4 different sets of that, okay? It's gonna take us about 8 minutes in total, then we're gonna crack on with our main session. So, as always, we use the timer over here. I'm gonna set the timer up now for a minute on, and then we're gonna have a little 10-second rest. The first exercise we're gonna do is gonna be jumping jacks up on the balls of your feet, and then we're gonna do some walkouts, okay? I'm gonna set the timer. It's gonna give us a 10-second start, and then when the buzzer goes, we start with our jumping jacks, okay? Are we ready? One minute coming on. 10 seconds rest. Find yourself a space, grab your last sip of your drinks. We've got 10 seconds. When the buzzer goes, we're all gonna start going with our jumping jacks, okay? Ready? Timer's on, let's go. So you're up onto the balls of your feet. Your heels are off the floor. Good stuff. Sean, good to see you, bud. Hope you're well. Keep going. Okay, so we're working at about 50–60%. It's nothing too intense at the moment. We're getting some air in our lungs. The idea of this first 5 or 6 minutes is you're going to get your engine running for the rest of the session. Good work. I've set my Apple Watch to tell us how many calories we're going to burn as well. If there's anyone in who did any of our classes last night, then say hi. I'm hoping you've all come over onto this stream now. 3, 2, 1. 10 seconds there to rest. Good stuff. Now, your next one is walkout. So hands to the ground, walk yourself forward, and then walk your feet up. I'm going to do it with you. Make sure your core stays tight. Hands down, walk forward. Now walk your feet up. When you get to standing, you take a step back and repeat. Hands to the ground, walk out, straight arm, catch up, stand up. And again, step back. We go again. Hands down, walk out, there, catch up with your feet, and to stand. Nice, step back, good. Should be feeling hamstrings in that first hip hinge when your hands come to floor. Standing up, step back. And we go again. Walk yourself out straight. Little pause in that straight arm plank position, and then your feet catch up. We are looking at a consistent bend through the knee. We keep saying this, essentially making sure we're not just squatting to the ground. That way you really are going to make sure you're getting that hamstring stretch, that hamstring mobilization, and around that hip complex. Okay, good stuff. Nice. Next one, squat into lunge, into lunge. So bodyweight squat into right leg reverse lunge, replace left leg. Then we squat and lunge and lunge and squat and lunge and lunge. When you are lunging, you're making sure both knees bend at the same time and making sure that that back heel is off the floor. When you're squatting, as always, chest up, shoulders back, core tight. We want to make sure that we're not flexing through the spine. We want to make sure that our heels are never coming off the floor when we're squatting. So here, there, no flexion through that torso, no flexion through the spine. Good stuff. I was a bit stiff this morning after doing about 5 of these classes this week. So it's really good to get into this and warm yourself up properly before we get into the more intense section of this workout. Straight down, replace, replace. You keep going with that. Good stuff, little 10-second rest. Your next one, Spider-Man windmill. So from a press-up position, you bring your foot in line with your hand and you open up the torso there and replace. Bring your foot up, open up and replace. Foot up, open out and replace. And again, here, open and replace. Here, open and replace. Here, open and replace. Good stuff. Keep going for me. We're coming up to 30 seconds, which means we've got 30 seconds left. Every time you get your foot up in line with your hand, just sink into the hips, then open up and rotate through your T-spine, essentially between your shoulder blades. Good stuff. 10 seconds left. You keep going. Nice work. Back on your feet. Okay. Next one, run and punch. Okay. Like last night, run and punch. It's not rum and punch. Okay. It's not that time yet. Knees up. Run your hands out in front. We want your knees coming up to hip height. We want to fully extend your arms out in front of you. Okay, I'm not going too quickly because my microphone will fall out, but you want to be going about 70% now. So really getting your heart rate up, really getting yourself working. Let's go. You're going to keep a consistent pace for the first 50 seconds. Then the last 10, you're really going to put it into overdrive and finish around fast. "20 seconds to go. And last 10, speed up, let's go. Really get your knees up. Fast pace. Fully extend your arms out in front of you. And rest there, good. Last one, glute bridges. So you're gonna go glute bridge raise. You're gonna hold for about 2 seconds, then replace. So knees bent 90 degrees. Hands down, drive hips up for a couple of seconds, drop down. Drive hips up, hold, and drop down. Should be feeling glutes, a little bit of hamstring. Shouldn't be feeling lower back. If you are feeling lower back, then just reduce your range of movement. And we want to turn your hips into the floor and drive up from that position. Use this time to get some air back in your lungs as well. This is a 35 minute high intensity class today. So we're starting a little bit tougher and we're going to keep your heart rates up the whole 35 minutes. Keep going. Okay, the last 10 seconds, everyone is going to hold up. You ready? Hold, straight line from knee through hip through shoulder. Use your hands to keep a little bit more stability if you want. Keep your core tight. And relax there. Okay. 1 minute, guys. Grab yourselves a quick sip of your drinks. Loosen off anything stiff or tight. And then jump back on for the first of our 2 circuits today, okay? If you just joined us, say hi in the comments. If it's your first class with Rigs Remote, then say hi as well. Okay, back with some work, guys. Alex, can you let me know how the stream is in Kazakhstan? Okay, is it coming through perfect? That would be absolutely ace. And Adam, did you win National Gym of the Year 2018? We actually did, yeah. Was it the t-shirt? Was it the sign over there? Or was it the other Rigs Fitness banner that gave it away? Right, Maria, how you doing? Alex, ready for round two. It's coming through well. Good stuff. Okay, guys. So we're now going to go on a 1 minute rolling clock timer, and it's going to run for 5 minutes. So if you don't know what that means once the minute gets to an end, it just restarts. So the minute is just going to run through 5 times. Now, we've got one simple but tough exercise to do, and it's a burpee, right? We're going to be nice and let you do straight arm burpees. We're not going to let you get your chest down to the floor unless you know you're super fit at the moment and you want to go chest to floor. Burpee technique today. Hands are going to go down to floor. We jump back until we're horizontal. Then we jump up with our hands behind our head, okay? Only jump up if you know you have the ceiling height. I keep telling everyone this, okay? But if you've got a low hanging light or if your ceiling is particularly low, you don't want to go bashing your head off the roof, okay? We're going to do 5 burpees in the first minute. Nice and easy, nice and simple. Then we're going to add 5 each minute for 5 minutes. So the second minute, you've got to do 10 in that minute. The third minute, you've got to do 15. The fourth, 20, and the fifth, 25. Now, if you've done our classes before, you know that 10, 15, and particularly 20 and 25 is really tough to get in 1 minute. So if you're not feeling super fit today, keep yourself at the level you know you're comfortable at. So if you can do 15 in a minute, stick and try and hit 15. You don't have to try and push. If you're ready for it and you think you can do it, try and get there each time, okay? I'll do it with you, but occasionally I'm gonna have to stop and just give you some technical advice, okay? That's the only reason I'm stopping. It's nothing to do with my current state of fitness, okay? Now, we're gonna start when this buzzer goes with 5 burpees, hands down, feet back, jump up with your hands behind your head. You ready? Breathe in, let's go. You've got 1 minute to get these done. Okay, if you wanna take a little bit of time on these, that's good. That's 3. That's 4. And then the 5th one here. Good. Get some air in, okay? So that first round is designed to be a little bit easier. So you've still got 40 seconds left. Use this time now if you've got anything which is still a bit tight, a bit stiff, then loosen it off. In 30 seconds time, we're gonna hit round 2. You're gonna do 10 burpees in that minute, okay? A nice little aim for you is you try and get all of these reps done to give you 30 seconds rest. So try and get them reps done in the first 30 seconds of the minute if you can. That way you know you're at least gonna get 10 big deep breaths in before you've got to go again. Okay, are we ready? 10 seconds, then we're going with 10 burpees. It's gonna get a little bit harder, and from round 3 onwards, this gets tough. 3, 2, 1, 10 burpees, let's go. You got 1 minute to do them, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, so keep going until you've done your 10. Whatever is left, you rest. "30 seconds. If you've finished already, get some air in. But remember, as soon as that buzzer goes, your timer restarts and you've got 15 to do in the next round. "10 seconds, then we are going for 15 burpees. Get some air in, okay? Ready? 1 minute, 15 burpees. Let's go. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. You keep going, guys. You've got 1 minute to get it done. And there's my 15 done. Just about 30 seconds left. You've got 20 seconds, guys. Keep pushing. Because as soon as that buzzer starts, you're going to go for 20 burpees. If it's already getting a bit too tough, then you can stay at whatever level is good for you. So 15, If you want to stick at that, 10, totally up to you, okay? Ready? 1 minute's on. 20 burpees is the target. If you're comfortable at just 15, then stick with 15. Or if 10's good for you, then hit 10, okay? Guys, you're against yourself here, so it's all about your level of fitness. I am just stopping to give you some technical advice. Only reason. 40 seconds left. Come on, keep going. 20 is the target. Make sure you're consistently breathing, everyone. So throughout this, we do not hold our breath at any point. Keep going. 10 seconds left. And remember, you've only got one round after this. So as soon as that buzzer goes, if you are still going, excellent work. You've got 25 to try and hit in the last minute. Ready? Timer's on, let's go. You've got 1 more minute. 25 is the goal. If you're still going, amazing. Or if you're still trying to hit 15 or whatever level you're at, just try and get there in this minute, okay? Form has to remain key, consistent. Do not flex through the spine too much, okay? Make sure we're staying as strict as we possibly can with our form, but try to get them 25 reps out. Keep going, you've got 30 seconds left, come on. Really push. Just over 20 seconds. Let's go. And last 10, you'll be able to get at least 4 reps in this last 10. Come on, let's go. Finish this off. You've got a good 1 minute rest after this, everyone. 3, 2, and time there. Great work. Okay, 1 minute to rest. Let us know in the comments, did any of you make it all the way up to 25? Or did any of you even make it to 20? We know how tough that is. Grab yourself a drink, loose up, and then jump back on. Good work. And we're back, guys. Good work. Okay. Ellie, we're glad to run this class as well. To be honest, I think we're going to, as of next week, we're going to run a lunchtime session, well, about 1 o'clock most days, and probably do one in the evening as well, because we know so many people who are sitting at home working want to get a 30, 40-minute session in during the day. Maria, it's been a while since I did that many burpees. Did you get 25? Alex is destroyed. Chubbs, you've just texted me to say that you got 25 because you can't keep up with the technology and you don't know how to put a comment on it. Okay, mate, I'll let you know how to do that. I'll send you a video later. Now, we are going to do a 5-minute AMRAP. So what that means is I set a 5-minute timer. I'm going to give you 3 exercises to do, and you repeat them as many times as you can in the 5 minutes, okay? We're doing this quite a lot. It's a real nice way of getting as much work in as you can in a short amount of time. And then at the end of it, we all post how many reps we did, how many times we got through it in the 5 minutes. Now, 3 exercises, nice and simple. We've got high knees, we've got bodyweight squats, and we've got squat thrusts. Now, high knees, essentially, if you just put your hands out at hip height, essentially you're going to run your knees up to touch your hand. And we're going to do 40. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, all the way up to 40 reps. Once you've done your 40, you're then going to do 10 bodyweight squats, okay? Remember on these squats, knees are out over feet, hips go back first, core tight, chest up, shoulders back, and when you drop down, you're looking at your hips being in line with your knee. right? We don't want to flex and we don't want to come up onto our toes. So you're going to do 10 bodyweight squats and then you're going to do 10 squat thrusts. So that is a press up position. You're going to go 1, 2, 3, all the way through to 10. So 40 high knees, 10 bodyweight squats, 10 squat thrusts, and you've got 5 minutes to repeat that as many times as you can. As always, the initial target is you try and do 1 per minute, which will be 5 total. I reckon some of you can get 6, 7, maybe even a little bit more, okay? At the end of this, you're gonna tell us in the comments how many times you got through it, okay? Right, last sip of your drinks. Find yourself in your safe space in your living room. 10 seconds, and we're then gonna start. Ready? We start with high knees. Let's go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. That's 20. 30. 40. Once you've done your 40, 10 squats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Once you've done those, it's 10 squat thrusts. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Straight back, that's once round, and we go again. That's 30. 40, once you've done that, squats again. That's 10, once you've done that, 10 squat thrusts. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's twice through. Minute 20 gone. Let's go again. Okay. 1. 40 and 10 squats after. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Keep going. Just over 3 minutes left. 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, guys, as you start to get a little bit more tired, super important that you maintain that form, particularly on your squats. Do not let your lower back flex. Do not let your heels come off the ground. And keep pushing. We should be getting maybe 6, 7. If you really push it, that's 40. Get your air in your lungs consistently whilst you're doing this. We're over halfway. Once you're in that 10, straight away, if you want to grab a quick rest, a few breathers, get your air in your lungs before you crack on, then do so. 8, 9, 10. Big deep breath. Keep yourself going. 2 minutes to go. Come on. We should be pushing towards 5 or 6 of these at least. See if you can get maybe 7. Just push as hard as you can. Keep going with the exercises. You've got 1 minute 40 left. Let's try and get through at least 2 full circuits in that 1 minute 40, guys. Come on, let's go. Push, push, push. Minute and a half left. Keep yourselves working. Thirty minutes. 40, good stuff. Let's crack on, come on. Don't know what I'm doing, it should be squats. Okay, we're into our last minute, guys. This is what we call the home straight. So we want you to push as hard as you can 1 minute left to go. Really, really, really work. Come on. Turn up. Okay. Just over 30 seconds. Come on, let's work. We're going to get at least one full circuit left. Working towards 6, maybe 7. Come on. Thanks, Paul. Can you tell I need a little bit of motivation? Keep going, 10 seconds left, guys. Sprint to the end. Get as many reps as you can. You've got 1 minute to rest when that buzzer goes. And relax. Okay. Guys, that was tough, 5 minutes. I think I got about 4 done, maybe 5. Let me know how many circuits you got in the 5 minutes in the comments. Did anyone get more than me? Did anyone get more than 4? Anyone get more than 5? Let us know. Grab a drink, loosen up. Then we're jumping back on. Well done, guys. Okay, welcome back, guys. So what did we get? Maria, 8. That's amazing. Alex, 3 circuits. Knees up and squats are okay. Flanneled the thrusts. Not sure what you mean by that, Alex, but okay. Josh, 6. That's good work. Well done. Guys, a couple of you who can't comment, the best way to do it is make sure you subscribe to the channel, which means you have to have your own channel set up. And then once you've got a YouTube channel, you'll be able to comment in this live stream comment section on the right hand side, okay? Also, when you subscribe, you'll get a notification of our upcoming live streams as well, so you'll get notified every time we do go live. Nat Tibbet, 6, hashtag dead, good work. Alex wants to know how many chubs managed. I think he's just texted me again. He says, I'm fat and got 6 rounds. Good work though, well done, mate. Now, we are going to crack on with mobility and core. Okay, now, with our core work, we've all been looking at these isometric holds, and I keep mentioning these words, anti-extension, anti-lateral flexion, that kind of stuff. It's essentially not your abs we're training the more deep intrinsic muscles, which is super important at the moment as we're all sitting down loads more, and it can lead to bad lower backs and stuff like that. So core training and mobility training is really, really key, okay? Now, we are going to do just 3 minutes worth and just 3 exercises. We're holding them for a minute each. A plank, a straight arm plank, and a shoulder taps, right? You have options to make it easier or harder. Essentially, you can either have your legs out straight or you can have your knees down. The easiest way to regress from your standard plank. Now, 60 seconds on your normal plank, 10-second rest. 60 seconds on a straight arm plank, 10-second rest. 60 seconds with shoulder taps. Now, remember, when you're shoulder tapped, you're bringing right hand to left shoulder, left hand to right shoulder. We are not letting our hips rotate. You've got to make sure you're not compensating a hip like that. Otherwise, you are not doing that anti-rotation. When you keep your hips locked in, that is what's resisting that movement. That's what's training your core. Okay, so find yourself a space. We're starting off with a normal plank. Our elbows are going to be down. Body's going to be out straight. If you look at me from the side camera, you notice that my hips are not falling into the floor like this. They're up as high as my shoulders. Let's go. 1 minute's on. Push through your elbows into the floor. Keep your shoulders as high as your hips. Every time you breathe out, you're going to increase the pressure in your core. Good work. Make sure you regulate your breathing throughout this core work as well, okay? So we're really concentrating on 2 or 3 seconds in through the nose, 2 or 3 seconds out through the mouth. Keep breathing for me. If this is getting tough, drop the knees to that position. We're still using the same muscles. We're still activating our core, but it's a little bit easier if your shoulders or any other part of your body was feeling it a bit too much previously. 10 seconds left. Then we've got a 10-second rest. Then we go straight arm plank. And relax. Good stuff. Okay. Breathe in for 10 seconds. Then as soon as the buzzer goes again, straight arm, drive the floor away, core engage. We ready? Let's go. Consistent pressure through the hands, driving the floor away, which means our shoulders are not retracting like this and we're not hanging down. Hips are up, core is engaged, and we are regulating our breathing again, okay? Do not hold the breath. You're going to feel this around your shoulders as well as your core. Keep going for me. 30 seconds left. Ellie, you got 4. That's ace. Ram absolutely killed. Got to 7. Guys, these are really good scores. As always, next week, we're going to repeat some of these AMRAPs and we're going to see if we can beat the scores that we got so we can show a little bit of progression through our training. Even though we are not managing to get to the gym, we're still improving. 10 seconds left. Hold tight. And relax there. Good stuff. So next one, last one, shoulder taps. Bringing your hand across to touch the shoulder on each side. Okay, ready? Let's go. Touch, replace. Touch, replace. Touch, replace. Keep your core engaged. Keep your hips parallel to the floor. Hopefully with this top camera, you're noticing that I'm not rotating my hips even when I'm taking the hand off the floor. If you are wobbling like this, then I recommend to take your feet wider. The wider your feet are, the easier this becomes. If that's still too tough, get your knees down like so, and then we can track across and shoulder tap from that position there. You've got 25 seconds left. 20 seconds left. Come on, don't stop. 15 seconds, keep yourselves working. Last 10. And time there, guys. Well done. Okay, so all we've got left is to stretch. So it's about 2 or 3 minutes, which will take us up to about 35 minutes total for the session. So last sip of your drinks, then come and find your space again. We're just going to do those hip stretches, open up around the hip complex. Then we're going to be seeing you another day after that. So quick rest. Hi guys, so welcome back. Last little bit of stretching to do. Reason I've got a pillow in my hand is a couple of you were saying if you're on a hard floor, then some of these stretches are tough. particularly on your back knee. So it's very easy just to put that pillow down there. And then when we come to do the stretch, just make sure the knee, which is planted, goes on the pillow, okay? Now, complex hip stretches. After this video today, we're actually going to film a specific hip stretching video, which we're going to edit and put out for everybody, because there's so many people working at home at the moment. So many people are essentially going from sitting in front of their home computer to sitting on their sofa watching Netflix and playing PS4. This is going to have an impact on your hips. It's going to have an impact on that upper cross as well. But particularly when we're doing exercises that are closing that hip even more, it's more important to make sure we stretch and elongate. So first one, I'll start with my left knee back, so you can see it in the side camera, right knee forward. What we've been doing pretty much every session, straight line from your knee through your hip, through to your shoulder. So if I put my arm straight, you can see that's all in line. Tense the back glute. You're gonna feel a stretch down that front hip flexor there. We stay upright, core engaged, shoulders back, and breathe through it, okay? We're up at just over 400 calories for me. That's active calories. Remember, I'm an 86 kilo man. So if you weigh less than me, and if you're a woman, you're likely to burn less calories than me, but you're still going to be 300 plus, which is nice for a Friday afternoon, okay? All we're going to do now, we're going to take our lead hand. We're going to place it on top of your lead foot here, okay? You can, if you want to, push that foot forward a bit, and then we're going to drive through, keeping that straight line. And if you look at me from the front camera, you'll notice my elbow is driving that knee out, okay? This is your hamstring adductor stretch. Good, swap the legs. So right knee goes back, left foot goes forward. Straight line through that back knee, hip and shoulder. It's great to see so many members joining in today, guys. We're definitely going to make these lunchtime sessions a more regular occurrence. And hopefully the more sessions we can do like this, the better it's going to be. Keep yourself straight line from knee through hip, through shoulder. Good stuff, core tight. Lead hand on lead foot. Take that foot forward if you want. Drive that knee out. Straight line from the back knee through to the shoulder. Last one we're going to do today is that pigeon stretch. So we've done this a couple of times already. You can still use the pillow if you want. I'm not going to for this one. You can put the pillow under the knee. We are going to take our knee forward, our right knee first. We have a straight line from knee through hip, not nip. Okay, it is live. Now our back leg is going to go straight, and we're going to try and get our front foot as far forward as possible. Notice I'm not particularly mobile in this position. If you're super mobile, this foot will be right angles with your knee, so your knee's going to have a 90-degree bend, and you might even be able to get your hips all the way to the floor. Good stuff. Glad to see you're enjoying it, Sean. Just about to say a nice relaxing tune again for stretching. Swap those legs over, other knee out in front, and then let the other leg go back. I'm hoping you can hear the same song as me so I don't just look like I've lost it. Just work into that stretch a little bit more. You're going to feel it down the outside of the front glute. Okay, and come to a kneeling or sitting position there, okay, guys. Now, that's the end of today's lunchtime session. It's been about 35 minutes. Hopefully you got a nice calorie burn. We've got your heart rate up, and hopefully those endorphins are rolling around, so you're feeling a little bit better than you did beforehand. Now, we are going to next week be doing a lot more lunchtime sessions. We'll always let you know. It's going to be about 1 o'clock. We'll let you know the night before when the sessions are coming out, and we'll be doing evening sessions as well. Tonight, we're not going to do an evening session. But our next session is going to be tomorrow morning, 11 a.m. You're back with Josh, who's going to be doing a functional mobility and fitness session. That's going to be a great one tomorrow at 11 o'clock. Make sure you've subscribed. Let us know what you thought of the session, and we will see you soon, guys. Thanks for tuning in to Riggs Remote, and we'll see you tomorrow.